What's up, everybody? It's your boy Flash from ALWT Gaming, aka Malachi36. I'm here with It's the 9-Ball and Mildewy Carrot. And yes, the screen looks a little different. You guys do not see me on screen, and that's perfectly fine because I actually have to dip out halfway through of this stream that we're about to do. So you're going to be presented by these two lovely hosts right here. Again, Mildewy Carrot, It's the 9-Ball. Welcome to ALWT Things Gaming, Season 2, Episode 24. For 2022, June 28th. That's a lot of twos up in there. And I have to ask the guy that's on vacation station, how are you doing, Mildewy Carrot?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Been getting some backlog cleaning done. Not of my game listing, but of real life cleaning. So, it feels fresh. It feels fresher now. Not like so stagnant stale. So I'm actually kind of happy about it. So, other than that, just enjoying the games that I got from the Steam sale. Grounded, V Rising, Stardew Valley. I know people have been forever on waiting on Stardew Valley. You can nerf me as much as everyone else has. Go ahead. Just barbecue me, whatever the heck the phrase is. I don't know. Gen Z terms fly over my head.
Heard that. And of course, we have to ask Mildewy. It's the 9-Ball. How are you doing, man?
I've been great. I've been on vacation, just relaxing and chilling. This is a great feeling.
Am I the only one not on vacation?
Pretty much.
That's what happens when you have a life outside of just gaming and working there, Malachi.
Shoot, I'm glad. I've been working to death lately.
I'm pretty sure you have, to be honest, 9-Ball. And the industry you're in.
Heard that. Well, we don't have a ton of news today that we're going to end up going through, but we do have some news that's going to be discussed, and one of them is one that is not really that enticing, to be completely honest with you, but it was something that did happen today, so let's talk about it. It is going to be talking about the Nintendo Direct that ended up happening. So I do want to start kick off the story off here with story number one, Nintendo Direct mini wrap-up, which is talking about the partners. CC Yang from Kotaku says this in the article. Switch-owning JRPG fans are feasting today. The biggest standouts from today's Nintendo Direct mini partner showcase include Persona 5 Royal and Nier Automata ports for the Nintendo Switch. But there were also neat-looking indie titles like the beautifully handcrafted RPG Time, The Legend of Right, and visually striking co-op adventure Blanc. Here's a roundup of everything that was shown off at the Nintendo's third-party showcase today. We have, which is one that is up Mildewy's alley camp, Monster Hunter's Sunbreak, Nier Automata, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Super Bomberman R2, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, Pac-Man World Repack, Blanc, Return to Monkey Island, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Lil Noah Scion of the Paradise, Railgrade, RPG Time The Legend of the Right, Sonic Frontiers, yes, that's coming to Switch, Disney Dream Light Valley, Live Alive, Doraemon Stories of the Seasons, Friends of the Great Kingdom, Minecraft Legends, Dragon Quest Treasures, Portal Companion Collection, so that's Portal 1 and 2 coming to Switch, Harvestella, and Persona 5 Royal. So, with this being said, I want to start it off with you, 9-Ball. What are your thoughts about this entire, the games that you just heard? I know you didn't see the showcase, but the games that you heard that was at the showcase, what are your thoughts about this lineup?
I might have to watch this. There's quite a few interesting titles. More than what I initially thought. We got Monster Hunter Sunbreak, which sounds good. Nier Automata. Of course, you've got one of my personal favorite games of all time, the Portal Companion Collection. Oh, Portal 2 is such a good game. I can't preach on how well it is. I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed that game. It was like a breath of fresh air. Persona 5 Royal. I need to actually play that, but I'm currently cleaning up my backlog of games, so I'm gonna get all that done, and I'm gonna come back and return to Monkey Island, a return of a classic.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey Island was hugely important. I'm glad that they're redoing it and getting it remastered and everything.
Heard that. Mildew Carrot, about you. What are your thoughts about all of this?
Well, first off, you know me, like Sunbreak is like, holy crap, cannot wait. Near Automata, I'm actually not surprised that they're finally getting the port for that. You know, I'm actually happy that people on Switch can play Near Automata now. Near Automata is a really fun game. Super Bomberman, definitely blast from the past. Mega Man, another blast from the past. Pac-Man, even more of a blast from the past. I mean, we all know the arcade game, but do you guys remember the one where it's also like Pac-Man was actually 2 legs, arms, running around fighting stuff? Like, yeah, this is like, you know, that's a blast from the past there. Return to Monkey Island. I cannot wait to see what they do with that one. If they're going to do just a refresh of it and just bring it back with the original story and all, or if it's going to be a brand new story. Kind of interested in that one. Mario and Rabbids, we've been seeing a lot of that stuff. You know, I find them hilarious. You know, I know a lot of people don't, but I just think it's stupid fun stuff. I'm not familiar with Noah Signs of Paradise or Railgrade or the RPG Time. Sonic Frontiers, we've all been kind of just keeping our eyes on. Disney Dreamlight Valley is a new one, and I did have to look it up. Apparently what it is, it's kind of like a cross between a life sim and an adventure thing inside of like a Disney universe. So it's not Kingdom Hearts, but I grew up on Disney. So this one kind of got a little bit of a peak of an interest to me, especially since it's like a life sim style. So I'm very curious to know more about it and see what they come out with. Like, so far the graphics, you know, look really good for being on the Switch and all. So I'm interested in that one. You know, Portal, obviously. Minecraft Legends, I've actually got my eye on that one too. You know, I love my Minecraft. And that one, an RTS style Minecraft. Oh yeah. Gonna get the bunny rabbits to just raid the town with them. You know, best thing ever. Getting some Portal, like if I get a friend on Portal, you know, that would be even better. Yeah, that would be fun. But yeah, I mean, I think they had a good run here. So some good callouts. Like I said, the newest one is definitely Disney Dreamlight. Return to Monkey Island, bringing some blast from past, but they're good stuff. Especially since you've been seeing Return to Monkey Island, I think is a good one though, because you've been seeing a lot with Sea of Thieves recently. So I think that's a good one to kind of get people interested into some, you know, piratey stuff on the Switch and all. So, but other than that, I think they had a good little listing here.
Heard that. Yeah, I mean, the only one that actually kind of stuck out to me, to be completely honest with you, was Near Automata and the Harvestella. Those are the only two that kind of stuck out to me, really. I mean, yeah, Persona 5 Royal, like, obviously, like, I do want to get inside the Persona series, but I mean, bringing it to other consoles, like, it's allowing more people to play it how they want to play it, which is definitely good. The problem, at least when it comes to me in particularly, like, this news doesn't do anything for me, because if I really, 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 really wanted to play it right now, I would have done so already on PlayStation. You know what I mean? So I do eventually want to play it. I definitely do. I just have yet to, that news doesn't do anything for me. Harvestella is a new title that looks interesting to me.
That one's by Square Enix and definitely has an FF feel to it.
Yeah, Square Enix, but it definitely it does have some weird, unique elements. I don't want to say weird, but unique elements. Monster Hunter Sunbreak, I am excited for that, but I have to get through Rise first. But before
I've been telling you, bro, just get on and I'll help you out. Senpai can carry you. Like, seriously, like, I'm almost 100. Like, I could go on a rant about Sunbreak, you know, because I cannot wait. Like, so many good like monsters. They're bringing back some goodies too from some of the older games and like some newer stuff. Like, this expansion is just going to be fantastic. You're going to lose me hardcore, and I can't wait to see what they do, because if no one's played Monster Hunter Rise, what they did on the Switch system is they actually have in-village missions, which are single-player only. So you have to do those quests by yourself. And then they have the online guild, which is then where you can multiplayer with it. It still has a story through it and all, but you can only do certain missions by yourself, which is actually a callback to the old Monster Hunter world, where it's like you actually had on the PSP and all, you had your village missions and then you had your online quest missions. And which I think, if I remember right, they're actually doing for the handhelds, Switch and all, but when you come back to the PC consoles and all, then they're going to do like World and all, where you can just do all missions with everyone. So, but I could go into a rant about Sunbreak and about how awesome this is going to be come up here on June 30th. But you guys can actually find out how awesome it is by going on and getting it, because they've actually got bundle deals too. For if you've got a Switch and you haven't gotten Rise, you can get a bundle deal for Rise and Sunbreak.
There you go.
Yeah, you're not too big for the backpack.
Oh heck no. No one's too big for the backpack. You kidding me? Just SOS and you'll have, like, it wouldn't even be a backpack. You have 3 guys coming in with a paladin, just carry you through.
So that's currently what was going on for the Nintendo Direct. Again, not like a whole lot of stuff there, and of course we didn't do a reaction to it or anything like that for various reasons. But yeah, so if you guys want to check that out, make sure you guys are going to the Nintendo's page and checking that out. Story number 2. This one was one that intrigued me. This is along the same lines as Black Myth and Lost Soul aside. Code to Jin Yong is looking great. So same thing, Sissy Yang from Kotaku says this in the article. Today, and this is talking about yesterday, a Chinese AAA studio announced that it will be adapting a famous wuxia novel series into a martial arts game. The demo trailer showed off stylish combat that heavily incorporates exaggerated aerial movements, which are common hallmark of wuxia cinema, but which I've rarely seen so gracefully replicated in games. In most action games, characters dodge and block attacks with both feet on the ground. Code to Jinjiang lets you jump in practical distances simply because it's cool. The game is being developed by Lightspeed Studios, which is owned by Tencent, and previously worked on mobile games for mobile ports for Apex Legends and PUBG. Code to Jinjiang will be developed. There's a typo there, but will be developed in Unreal Engine 5, which Tencent says will allow the developers to realize fantastical martial arts movements through the engine's advanced physics system. From what the trailer indicates, even environments seem pretty responsive to the players' actions. The individual leaves move according to the character's attacks rather than being canned special effects that plays whenever a specific move is executed. And I'll be very happy if the camera movement seen in the trailer remains just as dynamic when the game finally launches. So we're actually going to watch this right now together. But as I'm pulling up this little sneak peek here, Nineball, what are your thoughts about this verbiage used right now?
Nothing. I want to see it. I've heard this. I've heard this a lot. I've heard that I got to bring up my favorite game. Remember Cyberpunk? Much as I like Cyberpunk now.
So let's go ahead and take a look.
Fool me once.
Let me actually see if I can switch the bam. Go do that. We're going to switch.
Oh, that was a short string.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
And I believe it's this one. Yep. Bam. And go.
All right.
Let me know you guys can see it.
By the way,
I can see it. We can see it. By the way. Lightspeed Studios.
Here we go.
I thought that said Jujing. I remember that.
Alright, demo from R&D engine and does not reflect quality of the final product. Doesn't look too bad, sorry.
Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of stuff use Unreal Engine 5 just yet.
It's still brand new. They gotta go in and like figure out how to transfer all their codexes from 4 to 5. Love the music already.
Apparently this is open world too. like how like the that's what they're talking about the environment. It's like the leaves are flooding around and stuff.
I feel like I just watched the serious version of Kung Fu Hustle.
It's like I watched Crouching Tiger.
I know, right? Yeah, little was it? What was it that called?
House of Flying Daggers.
No, not that one. It's something monkey. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, Iron Monkey.
Iron Monkey, yes.
Yeah.
Look, it's the Iron Monkey. Okay, I see that. I see that in Eon.
Same, man.
When the foes are gone, I'll fight you in the fire.
Forever with a lot of these ones. I mean, don't get me wrong, combat looked pretty good and all, but the video kind of felt still like not as fluid as they made it sound. So yeah, I wouldn't want to see more as they get towards the final product and all, and also I want to know more about the story because they're saying it's based off a novel. And, like, I'm not familiar with this novel set.
Same.
So I've read some that kind of like base themselves a little bit in some Chinese lore, but I haven't. I don't even know if this one's even translated into English or not, or if they're doing that themselves. But I kind of want to know the story before I fully get into it because we played what was it? We did it for a 9 to 5. It was
The Lost Ark.
No, not that one.
Is it the MMORPG one?
It was like Legacy Swords or something like that.
I know it's I can't remember the name.
Swords of Legends.
Swords of Legends, yeah. It kind of got that bit of a feeling to it right now too. So, like I said, it's cool that they're doing this. I definitely, applaud them for stepping forward, and especially doing it in Unreal 5 for the first time. You guys are gonna have a big learning curve to go through there, from what I understand. So, power to you. Can't wait to see what you guys do more from. But until I see story and more stuff and other gameplay and aspects and all, cool. Yeah. That's all I can really say is cool. Good luck.
yeah, I do want to see more of this because, again, like I said, this reminds me. I mean, a lot of these games are coming out from China just look impeccable, and I want to play them. I just have yet to actually play them, which, again, Lost Soul aside, looks fantastic. Looks very similar to how Final Fantasy 15 was before it actually came out. Same thing for Black Myth. That's based on Sun Wukong and everything. That seems to be a little bit interesting there too as well. So it has my attention, and the way that they were fighting and everything like that definitely seems cool. But the thing that's throwing a wrench in there that's making me be like, is the fact that they didn't mention inside previous articles that it's open world. So I'm wondering how that's going to be. Is it going to be similar to how Ghost of Tsushima is? Because I loved Ghost of Tsushima. You know what I mean? Is it going to be something like that, or is it going to be like a Swords of Legend, or is it going to be like just a cooperative? Is there even going to be co-op in there? You know what I mean? So we'll just kind of have to see what this is going to shake out to be. Any other commentary there, 9Ball, before we move on to the next story?
No, none really.
All right, cool. And also, before we move on to the next story, just reminded you guys out there, we are inside a Fantasy Gaming League, where we are competing against each other, trying to win the top dog for the year. Fantasy Gaming League is very similar to fantasy football. Instead of being against one person, you're against everybody at once. And instead of it being on a weekly basis, it's an annual thing. It does weight off of a 100-point scale. 70 points being the threshold. Anything above 70 points gains you points. Anything below 70 points loses you points. And then there are counter picks that you can try to pick out from your opponent, trying to screw them up or have them not be able to drop games for the year. So, kind of going over that list real quickly, we do have Moga, which is in first place right now. Make Ohio great again. He has Elden Ring, 95 points. Pokemon Legends Arceus, 84 points. 31 points. Pokemon Legends Arceus, 14 points. Sifu, 10 points. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, 12 points. Marvel's Midnight Sun pending to come out. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, 17 points. That's a new one. And then he has 2 open spots. He has a counter pick of Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, which is not coming out this year. And he's in the first place right now with 84 points. In second place is Carrot Patch Inc., a.k.a. Mildew Carrot. He has Gran Turismo 7, 17 points. Forspoken, pending. Tunic, 15 points. Splatoon 3, pending. Stray, pending. Salt and Sacrifice, 6 points. Advanced Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp, pending. Hogwarts Legacy, pending. He has a counter pick of Chocobo GP, which got him 5 points. He's in second place with 43 points. Third place, yours truly. I have Horizon Forbidden West, 18 points. Ghostwire Tokyo, 6 points. The King of Fighters 15, 11 points. Mario Strikers Battle League, 4 points. I have Plague Tale Requiem pending, Gotham Knights pending, Callisto Protocol pending, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 pending. I have a counter pick of Bayonetta 3, and I must say I feel confident that that's not going to come out this year, the way that this year's been going. So we'll take a look at that. I have 39 points. In fourth place is Renzoku-ken, who has God of War Ragnarok pending. Triangle Strategy, 13 points. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, not coming out this year. Chocobo GP, negative 5 points. Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, 15 points. Final Fantasy 16, not coming out this year. Metro Prime 4, pending. He has an open spot, and he has a counter pick of Diablo Immortal, which got him 9 points. Man, that game just keeps dropping, doesn't it? In fifth place is Zaka Corp. He has Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, has 8 points. Saints Row, not pending. Total War Warhammer 3, 16 points. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, pending. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, pending. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, didn't that come out, or is that coming out next month?
Next month, I believe.
I thought it was like June 20th or something like that.
No, it's July. I thought it was July or something. Let me look. I thought it was like July 12th or something.
You might be right then. Warhammer 40k Dark Tide pending. Scorn pending.
July 29th.
July 29th, there we go. I knew it was like the 20th or something, but I thought it was June, but I stand corrected. He has an open spot, and he has a counter pick of Marvel's Midnight Suns. He has 25 points right now, and who had points at one point no longer has points, as Lotus Living's locking in that last place spot. He has Dying Light 2 Stay Human, 6 points. Bayonetta 3 pending. Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins, 3 points. And that caps off his points right there. Then he goes to Mario plus Rabbids pending. Diablo Immortal, negative 9 points. So all those points that he earned, gone. Shovel Knight Dig, pending. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, pending. He has a open spot, and he has Saints Row as a counter pick. He currently has 0 points at the moment. But there's still hope. There's still hope.
I mean, at least he's not as bad as Ohio was last year.
Actually, I think Ohio might be doing a little better, but we're not going to talk about that. We are
definitely doing better. He took all the big picks.
No. I'm saying last year. I think how Ohio did better last year than Illuminati Lives is doing this year so far.
I don't know. Ohio, I don't think had like zeros. I think he was in negatives.
Yeah, I was about to say we'll have to take a look. I will have to backtrack and take a look at that off stream for sure. So story number 3, and then I'm going to grab myself a cough drop because I'm coughing up a storm. Ubisoft isn't done yet. Marcus Stewart from Game Informer says this in the article. Gamescom returns has a hybrid in-person online event this August, and the pieces have begun falling into into several cases out of place. Although several big publishers have already pulled out of what's arguably the biggest convention in gaming, Ubisoft has confirmed it will have a presence at the show. Ubisoft's attendance is noteworthy because other heavy hitters such as Nintendo, Sony, Take-Two, and Activision are skipping the show this year. Although there's no confirmed list of attendees, THQ Nordic will also attend and plans to reveal 4 unannounced games. As for what Ubisoft has in store, we know that it plans to discuss the future of Assassin's Creed during its own special event in September, so we'll probably won't learn anything substantial about the next mainline entry at Gamescom. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake recently shifted development teams, so it's also unlikely that that will appear. Do we see Skull and Bones, the development of which Ubisoft has proceeding earlier this year? Splinter Cell remake, Beyond Good and Evil 2? We'll have to tune in to find out. So I want to kick it off with the Mildewy Carrot. What do you think is going to happen here at Ubisoft? What do you think they're going to show off?
To be honest, I haven't been paying much attention to them, so I don't know. I find it interesting that they're definitely trying to go to Gamescom. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I definitely want to see a lot of these conventions coming back. After this whole COVID situation and all. But for right now, like, everyone's like, "Oh, we're good, we're good, we're good." I'm like, guys, like, I've had family just get, COVID, so I don't. It's not done yet. But I mean, if people want to go out, they're gonna go out. We can't. You can't stop them. As for what we're gonna see from them, I haven't been paying attention to them. Like, I know they do a lot with Assassin's Creed, and Valhalla is like one of their big numbers that just went out of control. Like, it's good, So I don't know how they're gonna top that. Other than that, like, I'm not too sure. Like, they're the only thing I can think of is possibly we might get some more information maybe on the Avatar Frontiers of Pandora game that we heard about before. So maybe we might hear more on that. If I remember, I think that was Ubisoft. Other than that, maybe another Division, like a Division, like 3-ish spinoff, something DLC. Take it, happening in the world, but a different spot. Who knows? I don't know. And then, of course, you said in there like Skull and Bones. That one's that's I think their take on Sea of Thieves. So
why release that? Don't do it.
I don't know why. Why did they? I don't. I could make so many comments here, Nightball, but we'll never know the true thought processes of them. And as for the Prince of Time, Prince of Persia Sands of Time thing, I'm like, just turn it over and just get the same.
I'm proud of him, man. I'm so proud of you. It's like watching a kid that's working on a picture and it's screwed up. Like, he's not going to stop drawing on that picture, and it does not look like a human.
He's like, I don't care.
He's still going. He's still going. I'm like, it's put it down. It's over. It's over.
So
it's been over for years.
I don't know what we're going to get from them. The only thing I'm kind of really interested in from them is the Avatar Pandora, the Frontiers of Pandora, to see what they even try and do with that, and if they are going to do a Division like offshoot game or something. So other than that, I don't know. I really don't know.
Nineball, what are your thoughts?
It's happening. Got Watch Dogs. THQ Nordic might be an interesting one. Plans to be with 4 unannounced games. Don't forget, Flash. THQ Nordic has one of your favorite games, which was Kingdoms of Amalur.
Yeah.
Yep. If they do a secondary off of that, that would be fantastic.
That might be one thing they may do.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're saying new. Unless you would count a secondary off of the buy.
Maybe a sequel or something.
That's true. Well, actually, yeah, they're only saying 4 unannounced games. They're not saying new IP, so who knows?
Splinter Cell, okay. Beyond Good. What happened to that game?
Beyond Good and Evil?
Yeah, they talked about Beyond Good and Evil 2 years ago. What year was that when they talked about that? It was 2020, I believe. 19, 20, somewhere.
I know what happened. COVID.
And then it just vanished completely off the radar. It's like everybody left. Maybe they left because of COVID and forgot it. They were still working on it when they came back. Like, maybe somebody finally found it.
Yeah, Beyond Good and Evil released in 2003.
They had a sequel because they had a trailer for one, and then it just nothing happened. It just vanished. Maybe it might be another. Well, no, it ain't gonna be another Phantom Dust.
They did a trailer in 2017. That's when that trailer was done. For
Beyond
Good and Evil 2.
Yeah, and I was what? It'll be on Good and Evil 2. They talked about it. It showed up. Something.
You know, I mean, they showed a trailer about Metroid Prime 4. You know, but
yeah, that happened too.
Still haven't heard a damn thing about it though.
Yeah, I might want to get on that.
Fax Nintendo. Someone fax them.
I'm paging the director now. Guys, where's our payphone? Where's the payphone?
We actually got dial-up now. What's that?
You guys are so
you gotta send it to Nintendo's AOL account.
Hold on, I'll get onto their their MySpace.
That's Solid Roadrunner. Leave him alone.
Mildew Carrot, do you mind doing the honors of story number 4?
Oh, I most certainly will. Mass Effect 4, ladies and gentlemen. Good or bad? Alex Hopley from Game Rant says, when a new Mass Effect game was announced by BioWare, fans rejoiced at the reveal of new content. From the short trailers and a few other details fans have gathered so far, it seems that Mass Effect 4 will return players to the Milky Way galaxy, where Shepard's war against the Reapers began and ended. Also, in the reveal of Mass Effect 4, fans got to look at Liara, one of the companions from the original trilogy, who appears to be significantly older than when players first interact with her. Details like Liara's age and some of the teaser's images from Mass Effect 4 have raised plenty of questions among the franchise fanbase. Some hopeful people are wondering whether there's a possibility of Shepard returning in Mass Effect 4, while others are questioning whether BioWare will canonize a specific ending for Mass Effect 3. Most, though, are happy to see a return to the sci-fi setting, especially with a return to where the first games began. However, even the potential return to the Milky Way galaxy in Mass Effect 4, it seems that gameplay may reflect the open-world style of Mass Effect Andromeda. This is according to a recent job listing at BioWare for a level design director. A requirement for this role is to have experience in non-linear, self-directed level design. This heavily implies that the new Mass Effect game will let the player choose their own path around the level, rather than have that choice laid out for them. I don't care what people say. I love this news. This is good news. So first off, we all know about the Mass Effect 4 trailer. We saw Liara come back, and in that trailer, they actually show her picking up in 7 pieces of a helmet. I'm pretty sure you can bring Shepard back regardless. So here's the thing:
you did though in part 2.
Yeah, well, you gotta remember. First off, Cerberus brought her back from the freaking dead after she pretty much face planted into a planet from orbit. You guys know the guy who jumped from our atmosphere? Shepard one-upped him. She went from outside the range and just dove straight down through Atmo into the planet. She said, F you, I'm doing this, YOLO in the paint. And then Cerberus brought her back to life from nothing but a freaking zombie corpse skeleton, with bits of DNA left over her, and fully revitalized her whole brain and everything to where she was the same. They did that. You're talking about Reaper tech, which is beyond that. Oh, they can definitely bring her ass back. Second off, the endings. The bad ending for Mass Effect, pretty much Shepard destroys all machines, but she lives. She's already alive there. The other 2 endings, the gooder ones, she sacrificed herself fully, ends up dying. Let's see here. I believe if the first good ending, she pretty much destroyed the ship and everything, but turned the Reapers away and sent them away into space. The extra ending one that they threw in allowed her to pretty much jump into the middle of the array and just atomize herself and pretty much make everything harmonized in one point to where everyone just got a massive upgrade somehow into just perfect beings, and then everything goes all good and peachy keen in the universe. So there's a lot that they can play on there with those. They also had it towards like, especially in endings of like 1 and 2, like you could do like actually in 2 especially, Shepard could die at the ending of 2. Like literally, if he chose like a really bad route, like she could literally die at the end of it, at the very end of the game, but you can still bring her into 3. So they've done that before. That's no new storytelling for them. I just don't think too many people have gone the full Renegade routes to where they really remember that. So Liara finding the helmet and all like pieces, like I definitely believe they can, like it might not be Shepard right away, but you probably playing someone up to the point of Shepard. Getting Shepard back probably. Who knows? We'll find out. The free linear of the world, like lets you play and all. I love that aspect because that allows you to explore more of the cultures that you get involved with. Dive more into there. You get more side mission capabilities instead of having to just to jump around to a planet to do a thing and then you go bail out in an area. Like you actually can go from like point to point on the same map without having to leave. Like constantly jump back and forth between the ship to set up like missions and all. I love that. That's fantastic. I am a-okay with that aspect coming into the game. So all in all, I find this very good news, and I am excited to hear more as this all comes out and they develop more.
Which ending do you think they're going to go with, though? If they had to, which one would you go with if you had to pick one?
I would go with the one where she atomized herself, to be completely honest, because that feels like just the most Shepard thing. But like I said, they could literally go like if I were to have to choose between the Paragon and the Renegade ending. So the Renegade ending is already self-explained. AIs and everything, machines are destroyed. Shepard's still alive though, and she's got the cybernetic implants in her. Who's to say she couldn't just survive for a long time like an Asari with those implants in? I've heard those theories before because she's got them in. Like she could just keep regenerating and live almost for forever ish in a way. With the full Paragon ending that they did with the extra one, when you had the full like extra, you had to get full Paragon and you had to have like an X amount of military support might before you took back Earth to get this ending. Is the one where she sacrificed herself into the array, pretty much like just atomizing herself and just spreads out across the galaxy and everything. And just, the Reapers are friendly. Every Husks are now friendly. Humans and everyone else got an upgrade somehow magically, or scientifically, by space dust, that one they could definitely do by bringing her back because like the relays are still kind of there. And they could just like restructure from that point. Like it's and 2, they brought her back from just a little bit of like freaking DNA on her bones and stuff. So there's possibilities there. So as to what they're truly going to choose, I don't know. But I'm hoping they do kind of like, with if they're going to have a port issue where they do like what they did with the Dragon Keep for Dragon Age, towards like you can set the story and you can choose from your past, like how you set the game beforehand, create your saves and then imports, and then you go. I would love to have that effect again, too. Especially if they have problems porting data over.
They might not, though. With the Legendary Edition, they may have released that in order to help with that. And yeah, I'm hoping.
You never know, though.
I recently did it with what was that, Death Stranding? Because I got because they had like the upgrade to the director's cut for $6. And so in order to upgrade, what they had you do was you had to have both copies. But what they would have you do, they added a feature the way you could export your save and it would export it into a different format. And then they could import it into the into the director's cut. Once you finish that one, then you can just erase the older game and it takes it now in the director's cut of Death Stranding. I'm hoping they do it like that. With me, the endings are kind of weird. I think the best one for me was if she was able to get the Reapers and control them and get them to leave, would probably be for me the most Paragon ending.
That was the Paragon without the full military support.
Yeah,
if I remember right.
Yeah, because that was like the color wise people. It was the blue.
Yep, you had red, blue, and then just YOLO into the relay.
In an ironic twist, a lot of people hated the full Paragon ending.
Well, they
thought it was
both the Renegade and the Paragon, and then that's why they threw in that middle ending is to try and appease them, because pretty much like Shepard lives in one, destroy all the organics, but then like she dies in the other one, they kind of just leave and that's it. But then it's like this middle one is like everyone's like safe and all, but she still dies, but she dies by like giving herself to you all. It's like, what? Like, I agree. Like, I was also scratching my head at those endings too.
It was just on that end. Most people complained that the biggest problem, and I understand with them on that one because I had the same issue, was that basically it erased the very thing, the very foundation of what Mass Effect was based on. Mass Effect was always based on individuals, like individual people, the individual races coming together, and it basically just harmonized them, turned them into one big species now. The Liara being older should be very interesting because anybody that knows Mass Effect lore knows that Asari's live to can live up to well in the thousands.
1,000, I think, is if I remember right, is the max level. And Liara, when she was with the crew, I think it was only like around 100ish or so.
She was 100 and something because I think Samara was like 800 or 900. I was for Samara.
Oh yeah, Samara was she? Yep, she was. Yeah, she was older, but damn, was she a good biotic? Sorry, Jack. No offense. But no, like, yeah, her being older, and I'm kind of curious on how old, because she doesn't look like that old, but like, you gotta remember, guys, also Asari, they age really gracefully. So they don't age like a human where they wrinkle after shit. Like, no, like their counselors and all, like they're like 800-900s, and like if you remember Samara, she's 800, but she still looks like barely, like she looks like Liara's age, just with more refined air to her and all. So I'm very curious on how they do that, but also, with her talking about porting and all, I'm also curious about if they bring Shepard back and you're porting in all your save data and all, what do they do with the relationships? That's what I want to know about. Like, what do they do with those? Like, how do we continue that? Like, if it's Liara, obviously she's there, but Garrus, would be gone. You've got Rex is probably still around, possibly, because I believe Krogan gets live also.
Also to 1,000.
Also to 1,000. I don't remember how old Rex was, so it depends on how much time's passed. Then, of course, unfortunately, everyone else with the crew would be gone. The only one who could still be around is Edie, depending upon the ending that you chose. So I'm very, very interested to see more content, more aspects of it, because that's going to change things. And maybe it's not, Shepard. Maybe it's someone that's being brought back in a way, but from Shepard, So I don't know. Like, I'm just spitballing stuff here. So, but this though really excites me to get back into the Mass Effect series, because this is also after everything happened, guys. So it's like, you got to remember, the galaxy pretty much almost got fully wiped out. So they've been having to rebuild, and depending on how much time has passed, there's probably still a lot of stuff going on here and a lot of rebuilding. The Batarians are pretty much almost wiped out and extinct. You've got Omega still going on, but she's Arya's like pretty much like got that control. But it's like you could have like a lot of pirating, a lot of repairs for the Krogans, for Solarians, for Turians, Asari, because their worlds just got ripped, and like Earth, like the Quarians have got their home back. Well, depending upon what you did, there's so many choices, guys, that I cannot wait to see what they do and what they bring in, because if they've got all that, like, that's a lot to bring into Mass Effect 4 to really get the ball rolling. And like I said, I can't wait to see what they tell us that they're going to allow us to do.
Yeah. I can't wait myself. I really want to see how this ends.
Now I really want to go back and replay Mass Effect again.
Yeah, I have to
for extra time.
I'm probably gonna play the Legendary Edition.
Oh man! Oh my gosh, Grunt! I forgot about Grunt. Grunt should still be alive, because he was just a newborn baby when we got him. He was our little Krogan baby.
Oh yeah,
he's still alive and kicking. If you kept him alive. Oh man! Oh, good times.
Oh my god, there's so many endings. I'm trying to think.
Oh my god, so many endings, so many people. Like, there's so many choices, and whether or not you did, their personal effect quests and stuff, whether you kept them alive or not, how everything went. It's so much. So much.
What the genophage? You got to think of all that stuff.
Well, that was either you cured it, you didn't. Like there's so much. There's so much 9-Bolt. I always went for the pure Paragon full Armada ending for mine. So because I understand people are like, well, you're just wiping away the individuality. I'm like, it's true, but I feel like it was either that or just get wiped. Because like that's what pretty much the choices are. Like that's what the Reapers were. They were the Combine Harvester, and either you shut it down, you turned it away, or you got on board and drove it yourself. So I understand, and it's like I to be honest with me personally, I don't know how else they could have done it. So, but I can't wait to see what they do here. Yeah. I'm so excited. I just can't wait.
I'm hoping to see some more gameplay coming up.
Either gameplay or more lore. I actually would really want lore, really, to see more like, because pretty much all you see is her with, I think it was like a human Enturian on the planet, like walking, and she finds the N7 piece armor. So I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Oh, that's Mass Effect Andromeda. What are they gonna do with Andromeda though? When I come to think of it,
well, Andromeda I feel like is on the back burner for right now because of 4. 4 is definitely probably going to be a priority for them to see like if they can really get themselves back into the game, get back into the groove, get everything going right and all. Andromeda, I feel like they're definitely going to do because at the ending of Andromeda, there's enough there to where it's like you've got to have like a sequel to it. So I can't wait for more of it to occur. But like I said, I feel like that's going to be back burner for now until 4 is fully done. And Dreadwolf, because I feel like those are going to be their main priorities right now.
all right.
That's what people really are really wanting. So, which makes sense. To be completely honest, it really makes sense. So yeah, there's that. All right, Mass Effect. Such good news. That really makes me happy that they're bringing out more and they're talking more about it, and they're actually getting the ball rolling on it. And then of course Dreadwolf. Those are Inquisition and Mass Effect are 2 of my favorite games in terms of story based. Choose your own stories, character creation, just evolving of the character and your choices in the game. Like just the decision bases are so good in those games. So well worth it. Well worth it. And we got one last thing here for you guys tonight. Fortunately, if you not heard from Malachi, he fortunately did have to bounce a bit. Fortunately, life has come a knocking for him, and he does have to take care of some engagements. So, we definitely wish him the best on those. But we'll be your lovely finishers here tonight. Which is the last story we really have is pretty much from Steve Petite from GameSpot says, as has become tradition, the next batch of free games from PlayStation Plus subscribers has leaked early via D-Labs. I don't know why they just allow leaks to go through. Just turn the faucet on, just let the water flow, guys. Come on.
They do it on purpose at this point. You can't tell
it's like teasing him. It's like you're like, do you want it? Do you want it? Come on, go and get it.
You can't tell me it's accidents anymore.
It's not. They're using that little eyedropper and just out the window, just bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah.
So the user known as Bilbilcoon has been spot on with PS Plus leaks for nearly a year at this point, so it's pretty safe to say that July's leaks will prove to be true. July's 2020 PS Plus lineup is said to include Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, The Dark Pictures, Man of Median, and Arcadegeddon. Say that one 5 times. Arcadian?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, Arcadegeddon sounds much more nitty gritty, but whatever. This trio of new PlayStation Plus free games will be available starting July 5th for PS4 and PS5 users. This is one of the better PS Plus lineups of the year. So PlayStation Plus subscribers have a couple of fun games to look forward to trying in the near future. I'll say this for me, Crash Bandicoot, I mean, it's an older game, bring him back. I might just pick it up and just throw it in the library and I'll play it when I can. Dark Pictures, definitely very curious about. Arcadian, I am not even familiar with that one. 9-Ball, what does this listing do for you? What does it tickle?
Well, I had talked about this a bit off stream, but outside of Crash Bandicoot, already have the Dark Pictures. And Arcadian, I have no idea what that even is.
I have no clue either. I'm actually trying to put the trailer, but just
never seen it. Yeah, I've never seen this.
Well, apparently it's 4-player co-op. What it is, I don't know in terms of story-wise. Is it just combat?
Something.
No, it says a revolving cooperative multiplayer shooter. We'd have to look up more of it, but I guess it's a 4-player.
Oh.
Early access. What is this game? So apparently, Gilly, the owner of a local arcade, is trying to save his business from a faceless mega corporation. To do so, he takes all the top arcade games and connects them all to make a super game. Unfortunately, the mega corporation Fun Co. hacks the game and injects a virus. You and your friends need to save the game in the last hometown arcade. Okay. I mean, it's going to be free, so if it's free, I guess I'll pick up and try and give it a play. Sounds like it's a shooter exploration game, you know.
Sounds interesting. It's just
just never heard of it.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's not one that's like big talk, but you know, hey, it's coming free. Sure. And you've already got the Dark Pictures.
Yeah.
That one definitely is one we will never get Malachi on.
He was talking about it till I told him what it was.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I should probably play it. I'm like, he knows what that is, right? It's not like just like a dark game. It's a very, very dark game.
A fun game though. That one's it's a fun game. It's just a choice-based game. It's not the
It's survival horror for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, this is
I'm just throwing a quick check to see if there's any other news, but it's like it's been a slow news day.
It's been a slow news time, bro. Yeah, sorry guys. I know we went a little bluff there, but yeah, we kind of just were like just checking some stuff out here. Yeah, no, I don't see anything else really coming out in terms of news wise. So we've got the only thing I want to say is, guys, Steam sales going on. Definitely check that out. Pick up some games. You might actually be able to pick up Mass Effect Legendary on there, possibly. I have not checked that, so don't quote me on it.
Quite a few sales have been going on. So if you're into games, this is the perfect time. And I believe an Amazon sale's coming up, so don't forget about that.
Oh yeah, the Prime Day. I think it's the 12th and 13th, 12th through the 13th or something for July. Let me double check my dates here. What are they saying? July 12th to the 13th. Yep. So mark your calendars. Get ready for whatever they put on there.
Yeah, I'll be checking for some computer stuff. Oh, Harvestella looks interesting.
Yeah, Harvestella is the one Malachi was talking about. It definitely has got a Final Fantasy-ish harvesting feel to it. Like I said, the Dreamlight Valley actually kind of piqued my interest. It's not Kingdom Hearts, but it's like a life sim exploration interaction trying to save like their Disney universe from like I guess like some sort of like creeping virus or something.
Yeah.
So that one definitely kind of piqued my interest, like I said, just because I have grown up on Disney, so it's stuff that I've definitely played with and I like. Other than that, yeah, I'm not too sure about anything. I'm trying to look here. Ooh, I know Mario Strikers is coming soon. Don't remember what the actual release date is for that one. But Mario Strikers Battle League, that one definitely is going to be fun. Yeah, I don't think we've got anything.
I believe that may be it for. Oh, let me see something. Let me see if Xbox is this long before we go.
Ooh, actually, that's a good call. Apparently, Game of Thrones, the board game edition, is free on Epic, guys, along with Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. So if you ever want to play the board game of Game of Thrones, or you want to make a car from 2018,
Oh,
you can get those
Thronebreaker. That's a good one, actually.
Which one?
Game of Thrones. No, I'm thinking of The Witcher.
Yeah, no, this is Game of Thrones, the board game digital edition.
We have a Skyrim board game. I have, what is that, a Dark Souls?
Also, don't forget, guys, currently going on right now on PlayStation is God of War, Shinobi Strikers, and All-Star Brawl. So definitely, if you have not gotten those, make sure you go ahead and grab them, because coming here on the 5th, those will be reset. And Nimel, do you have Xboxes? Or actually, I think I've got Xboxes here.
Yeah, I got Xbox right here.
All right, lay it out there for them, Nimeball.
Okay, so outside of one game, I'll be really honest, I didn't realize these even existed. We have The Beast of Maryvilla Island. That's going to be available from July 1st to July 31st. Relicta. Yeah. Available July 16th to August 15th. Thrillville Off the Rails. Available July 1st through July 15th. And Torchlight. Available July 16th to the 31st. It sounds like you do Thrillville.
Oh, I know Thrillville. Thrillville is a it was launched on console, I believe, back on Xbox and PlayStation 2. It's a pretty much think of Roller Coaster Tycoon, but with a story plot, like a mini story plot to it. It's actually a lot of fun. Got some good mini arcade games in there. Create your own character, go around, interact with guests, trying to build up your park. Throwville and Throwville Off the Rails, really fun games. I enjoyed them. So,
okay,
those ones I actually would recommend.
All right.
And I believe right now it looks like they've got Assassin's Creed Origins on Game Pass, along with For Honor, Marching Fire. With the gold, you can get Avon Colony, Project High Rise Architects Edition, and Rascals currently. So definitely check those out before they all disappear, guys. All right. Well, I believe that wraps it up here tonight for us, Nineball. Unless you found something else hiding in the dark webs.
Got nothing.
Got nothing? All right.
Even the dark web took a day off.
It's like it's vacation time, guys. We're all on vacay, except for Malachi. You know, he doesn't get vacay. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and hop off here, guys. I am Mildewy Carrot. This is Nineball. And we're going to go ahead and sign out here, guys. Control, Alt,
Complete.
Peace, guys.